Tim, would you say that's your best display of the season?
Display, probably not, no. We've been really good in a lot of games. Probably got the rewards, or maybe got a little bit of luck there tonight that we haven't got in other games. We thought we were excellent against Shamrock Rovers here and losing in the last minute of the game, and with a very good second half down in Longford as well. But overall, listen, it's a brilliant result for us.
Yeah. What was the most pleasing aspect? You were 2-0 up at half time, got a couple of terrific goals, and only 2 shots on target in that all of the first half. I thought your defensive display was terrific in that first half, especially.
Yeah, very good. We were disciplined with our shape, and limited them to very few opportunities. The keepers made one save the whole game, and they're a very good team. Like, that's why they're sitting where they are in the league. And the pleasing thing was it's the 3 points. It's the most pleasing thing, and a big character check as well for our lads that haven't been 2-0 up at half time with 2 fantastic strikes from Dane from the free kick and Doyler from play to Dane can see the goal against a very good team with 10 minutes left, and to them respond and get Nick one on the break then to kill the game off was probably the biggest pleasing thing.
Yeah, I suppose your message to the players at half time was they were going to come at you, weren't they? They had no option.
Yeah, and listen,
they're good enough.
Yeah, they're a very good team. And but they started the game very well up in Richmond when they beat us earlier on in the season. They started both halves extremely well, and you see last week against Shamrock Rovers they were 1-0 up after 3 or 4 minutes, and almost had a chance to put the 2-0 up after 6 minutes. So they get out of the blocks really quickly and in both halves most weeks. So to ride that storm, and then obviously we conceded when we did. To react and get a goal near the end, it's brilliant result for us.
Sure. Nice spine to your team, haven't you, with the likes of Massey in the centre of the defence, and you got Deegan just in front of him, and then Lyons, who worked his socks off in front tonight. Now he scored 5 goals for you this season, but he combined his perhaps going for goal by doing a lot of defensive work when he needed to too as well.
Yeah, Chris is brilliant. He's the first person I rang when I got this job. 3.5 years ago was Chris, because I played with him and I know what his attributes are, and probably a little bit of a raw deal when he's at Shelburne because he had an injury that was affecting him. But listen, when Chris is on it and he's fit and he's flying, there's very few players better than him in the country to hold the ball in and work the way he does up front and lead the line. And we're delighted that he's getting his rewards this season as well, because although he didn't score tonight, he's contributed with 5 goals this season. I think that's marked over 4 or 5 as well. So listen, the pleasing thing is obviously the 3 points, but the spine of the team, as you're saying, with the experienced lads we've brought in, it's really developing the younger players in the squad that we have. Yeah,
and 16 points from your opening 11 games. That's very pleasing and a nice position to be in.
Yeah, and again we've got to keep chipping away and keep trying to better the points tally we got from the first round of the games. And we won the first game against Waterford and then we lost against Pat. So listen, we're +3 at the minute, but again, listen, we know there's very, very difficult games ahead, and again we've a big game next week. And I suppose when you're talking about character check and passing that, there's no harder place to go, I think, than Finn Harps next week up in Donegal, and then a game here against Longford on Monday. So it's a huge week ahead for us, and we're going to prepare now and get the bodies mended as much as we can and relaxed and recovered, and we'll go again next week.
Alan, second consecutive defeat. What did you make to it?
First half we didn't really get to grips with the game. Gave away 2 bad goals from our point of view. Thought the second half performance was excellent. Got 1 goal back. Didn't unfortunately get the second one. Left ourselves a little bit exposed on the break, and they countered and got the 3rd goal. But I suppose when you look at the game and dust it down, 2 goals, 2 strikes. One's a set piece, free kick, good delivery from Dane, and the second one from Mark was, I suppose, dangerous at coming in off his right foot, and he stood in the top corner. So I suppose 2 isolated incidents in the first half meant we were 2-0 down. We had to respond. Thought we responded well. Didn't get the equaliser. We kept plugging away. Eventually got 1, and as I say, threw caution to the wind a little bit. It left ourselves exposed, and they picked us off. So disappointing result, but as I said, we'll reflect on it and over the next couple of days, and then go again for next week. Yeah,
but you talked about their display and their 2 goals. But from your display, it wasn't a great display in that first half as well. I mean, you took forever to try and break them down, and you just couldn't do it. There was no shots on target in the first half.
Yeah, again, like, you give great credit to Drogheda. They worked really, really hard. They denied the space all over the pitch. We probably didn't play well enough in the last third to create opportunities and create openings, and we didn't deal with their kind of man-on-man, particularly in the centre of the pitch. We should have maybe gone down the sides a little bit more. But overall, as I say, when you give 2 goals up, regardless if you're not playing particularly well, it's always going to be a hard challenge to get back. We nearly didn't, and we just, as I say, pick what we can out of it to try and improve for next week.
Yeah, like the message at half time, what was it to the players? I mean, it was very difficult to break down. Deegan in particular was a bit of a thorn in your side in front of that back four as well. But when you got around Deegan, the chances seemed to open up.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we tried to work on. We tried to change a couple of things and go down the sides as opposed to going through the middle where there was a lot of bodies. We possibly didn't help ourselves by maybe trying to play a little bit narrow, put a little bit more expansive and get into wide areas in the second half, put balls into the box. When we did, we got the goal. Two young lads came off the bench and made a real impact for us in Name and Ben McCormick. So, look, the game is a tough game regardless of who you're playing against. Gary done well in there for Drogheda, as did all those guys, because they really fought hard. But that's the way it is in this league. No matter who you're playing, we played Rovers last week, who are the champions and who are top of the table. We played Drogheda, who are a little bit, further down the table, but we got an equally difficult challenge and a tough game. So no game in the league is easy. So we came up here well prepared, in the right frame of mind. In fairness to Drogheda, they took the opportunities that came their way.
Yeah, just a little blip though, you think, perhaps in the way things are going for you, because you've started the season so well.
We've played 11 games, John. We've lost 2 last week.
But they're the last two.
Last 2 games. Yeah. So just try and react positively. Think we'll have a look at everything that we do on and off the pitch and see what we can improve and where we can maybe change. Can't fault the players. They've been excellent from the get-go this season. Their attitude and application, I've consistently said it. They're a good group of players. They're hurting in there. They're very disappointed that we've been beaten. And as I said, we'll reflect and come back in again and get going for the game next week. Yeah,
and that game is against Bow, so a chance to reset, I suppose. And that's not going to be easy either.
No, but again, I'm not repeating myself. No game in the league is easy, John. As I say, each side is fit, organised, and definitely motivated. We've played a little over the first series of games now. We've got to look at everybody. Bows had probably a bad start. They'll look at the last couple of weeks. They've got a couple of results, positive results, so they'll come to Chicor, looking forward to the game. Dublin Derby, unfortunately there'll be no crowd there, but we're going to have to improve significantly on where we've been tonight. But with the group that we have, and as I said, the attitude that they've shown, to go 11 games, 2 defeats, albeit the last 2, it's a good testament to the group. So we look forward to that challenge next week.